Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're blasting off into a topic that's been grabbing headlines and, more importantly, huge investments: space. Specifically, we're asking, why is Silicon Valley, the epicenter of digital innovation, suddenly so obsessed with the final frontier? It's not just about a few billionaires launching rockets for fun. We're talking about a fundamental shift, a new gold rush, and it's all happening hundreds of miles above our heads. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the smartest money in the world is betting big on space stocks. So, let's break it down. When you think of Silicon Valley, you probably think of software, social media, and smartphones. For decades, the Valley's mantra was bits, not atoms. It was all about creating value in the digital world, which was cheaper, faster, and infinitely scalable compared to the messy, expensive world of physical things. But something has changed. The internet is maturing, and the hunt for the next trillion-dollar industry is on. And where are they looking? Up. The first big reason is the massive drop in launch costs. This is the single most important factor. For decades, putting anything into orbit was astronomically expensive, reserved only for governments and massive corporations. But thanks to pioneers like SpaceX and their reusable rockets, the cost to launch a kilogram into space has plummeted by over 95%. Think about that. It's like the cost of an international flight dropping from $1 million to just a few thousand. This economic shift has thrown the doors wide open for new companies and new ideas. Suddenly, business models that were science fiction are now becoming financially viable. This cost reduction is the foundational layer for the entire new space economy. With cheaper access, the second major driver comes into play: data. Silicon Valley runs on data, and space is the ultimate high ground for collecting it. We're talking about vast constellations of small satellites or smallsats that can blanket the entire planet. Companies like Planet Labs, for example, have hundreds of satellites imaging the entire Earth's landmass every single day. This creates an unprecedented firehose of data. This information is incredibly valuable. It can be used to monitor crop health for agriculture, track shipping and supply chains in real time, monitor deforestation or polar ice melt for climate science, and even provide insights for hedge funds. It's a whole new layer of business intelligence, and Silicon Valley understands the power of data better than anyone. They see satellites not just as hardware in the sky, but as floating data centers with a unique and unbeatable perspective. The third huge area is connectivity. Despite our hyper-connected world, more than half of the global population still lacks reliable internet access. This is a massive, untapped market. Projects like SpaceX's Starlink and Amazon's Project Kuiper are deploying tens of thousands of satellites to create global, high-speed internet service. This isn't just about bringing Netflix to remote villages. It's about unlocking economic potential on a global scale. For Silicon Valley, this represents the next billion users. It means new customers for e-commerce, new users for social media, and new markets for digital services. It's a direct extension of the internet revolution they started, but this time, the infrastructure is in low Earth orbit. The potential market size is staggering, and investors are taking notice. Now, let's talk about the broader vision, the long-term bets. Beyond satellites, Silicon Valley is investing in the entire space ecosystem. This includes things like space manufacturing. Imagine building things in zero gravity that are impossible to make on Earth, like flawless fiber optics or perfect crystals for semiconductors. Companies are already working on this. Then there's space debris removal. As we launch more satellites, our orbits are getting crowded and dangerous. This creates a market for space tow trucks to clean up the junk. It's a classic case of a new technology creating new problems, which in turn create new business opportunities. And of course, we can't ignore space tourism and deep space exploration. While it might seem like a novelty for the ultra-rich right now, companies like Virgin Galactic and Blue Origin are laying the groundwork for a future where space travel is more common. But the real long-term prize for visionaries like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk is a multiplanetary future for humanity. They see building infrastructure in space, like mining asteroids for resources or establishing lunar bases, not just as a business, but as a necessary step for the long-term survival and prosperity of our species. This kind of bold, mission-driven thinking is classic Silicon Valley. They love a big, audacious goal that can change the world, and there's no goal bigger than this. So, how does this translate to the stock market? Investors are looking at this in several ways. There are the pure-play space companies, the rocket builders, the satellite operators. These are high-risk, high-reward bets on the pioneers of the industry. Then there are the pick-and-shovel plays. Just like in the gold rush, the people who really got rich were the ones selling the picks and shovels. In the space economy, this means investing in companies that supply critical components, advanced materials, specialized software, rocket engines, ground station antennas, and so on. These companies benefit from the growth of the entire sector, regardless of which specific rocket company or satellite constellation wins out. Finally, there are the established tech and industrial giants that are expanding into space. Companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Lockheed Martin are all making huge investments. Investing in these giants can be a less volatile way to get exposure to the space economy, as it's part of a much larger, diversified business. So, to recap, Silicon Valley is betting on space because the economics have finally flipped. Cheaper launch costs have unlocked a universe of possibilities. They are chasing the incredible value of space-based data, the massive market of global connectivity, and the long-term, game-changing potential of a true space economy, from in-space manufacturing to asteroid mining. It's a perfect storm of falling costs, exponential technology, and a massive, untapped market. It's the new frontier, not just for exploration, but for business. It has all the hallmarks of a classic Silicon Valley disruption, a bold vision, world-changing technology, and the potential for astronomical returns. This isn't a fad. It's the beginning of a major economic paradigm shift. The industrialization of space is happening now, and the venture capitalists and tech visionaries of Silicon Valley are placing their bets. The next few decades are going to be absolutely wild. What do you think is the most exciting part of this new space race? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this interesting, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of tech and finance. See you in the next one.